Food aid arrives in Bamako for refugees who've managed to flee northern Mali. The situation there is too dangerous for non-governmental organisations to operate. The UN believes armed Islamist groups have been preventing thousands from fleeing areas affected by their recent offensive. Many have made it to the capital since last year. This woman came from Gao and says the rebels beat and raped them. The UN has warned of a humanitarian crisis.
There are large numbers of displaced people, and our major concern is that children are separated from their families, which can make them much more vulnerable to many forms of abuse, including recruitment and sexual violence.
The militants are said to have extended their reach despite days of French airstrikes. In the face of the ground operation, they're now said to be splitting into small groups and melting into the local population. The punishments dished out to those who offend them have been widely publicised. Some have suffered a worse fate. Suleiman used to work as a lorry driver in the north. Now he's an invalid, scraping a living on the streets of Bamako. Accused of being a spy, Islamist militia cut off his hand. I screamed as loud as I could. I cried and called for God. They didn't look at me. They just filmed with their mobile phones while they cut off my hand. When I couldn't cry and scream any longer, they showed me the hand they just cut off. I was kind of unconscious with my eyes open. They asked my name and then they dripped cold water on me. And then they took me to the hospital. The amount Suleiman earned from all the petrol he managed to sell on the day he was filmed came to less than €2.